He was definitely on a mission. That kid was on a mission. Nothing was standing in his way. He was definitely on a mission.
One moment, frozen in time. He dreamed about it. He agonized through the journey. Joseph Walker, state champion.
It's great, you know, all these people that stayed behind me, keeping faith in me is just great, you know, a great feeling.
The perfect ending showed no blemishes Saturday night. It was the perfect season. Walker won every wrestling match. He rolled through the prestigious Smith Invitational. Joe became most valuable wrestler and champion of the Northern Indiana Conference. He was the sectional champ and brought home another title at the IHSAA Regional.
I'm human just like everyone else. I'm a wrestler. I mean, it's wrestling, anything can happen, so I just want to go every match, you know, give it my best.
This kid was ranked #1 in the state. It wasn't long ago he signed to wrestle in the Big Ten at the University of Michigan. Everyone had him tabbed to be in the state finals under the lights.
You know, he'd get out of his wrestling practice, he'd come home and he'd run. You know, he would tell me, a state champ, you have to go above and beyond. You don't do the normal.
He got put in his head that he was going to be a state champion, and I don't think he was letting anybody or anything take that away from him.
His heart is wrestling, and whatever means necessary he's going to have to do to win, he's going to do that. And that showed up at semi-state.
It was 3 days before semi-state, just a midweek workout that turned out to be anything but normal.
One of the wrestlers came to the door, said, do you hear what's going on with Joseph? I was like, no. He said, he hurt his ankle very bad.
The entire room stopped. Joe was crying, he was on the ground, and we didn't know what happened, and my heart sank.
Torn, you know, it felt like a medicine ball just hit me in my gut.
When he got hurt, he was devastated, and I don't think quit was ever in his mind.
Joseph's injury showed itself in the first round of semi-state, a tough battle.
Everything that we've worked through throughout the whole season comes down to these last 2 meets, and then we get injured.
And then for him to win that, it was like, whew, okay, thank God, you know, that's over. And then when he wrestled the next kid, that was even worse because the dad was up there telling his kid to grab Joe's ankle.
Yeah, it was very painful. The guy I had in the semifinals, he kept ranking on it, you know. And it was a freshly new wound.
He couldn't even put pressure on it. It was really hard to watch. One of his matches, I literally had to walk away, but you know, he got the job done.
I knew if he made it through that, he was going to make it through state. I knew his time wasn't over, and I knew it was his time to shine. If he made it through that, he'd make it through anything.
So after 6 days of ice, rehab, and rest, Joseph was on the mat at Bankers Life Fieldhouse.
Joe bounced back. We got a week of healing in us, and coming into this week, everybody was positive. Everybody's positive, and I'm like, Joe, you get through Friday night, like that's going to be your toughest match. And I mean, obviously it's the state finals. Every match is going to be tough. You got to take it one match at a time and wrestle every match like it's the state finals.
Through God and my parents and my coaches, you know, he kept faith in me, so I just had to go out there and do it.
I just told him, you got it, man. This was it. This is yours. This is yours. You have it. This is you.
So here it was, the state championship, the moment he had worked for his entire life. People hadn't seen the ice baths and the prayers behind the scene. They saw a wrestler take charge and live out the most improbable of dreams. Mission accomplished. Joseph Walker, the best in the state.
You get your name on the wall, it's going to say first place. You're going to have a picture that says state champion forever in Mishawaka.
Yeah, you know that. Every time in practice, I saw the board, state champion. I just kept believing it, seeing it, and I was finally here and I accomplished it.
When he won it, I just jumped up and down, screaming and yelling, you know, at him. He did it, you know. So I was extremely excited.
I couldn't be more proud of Joe. Just the amount of adversity he's gone through the last 2 weeks and the amount of heart that he's shown. Like, I don't think there's anybody else here that could have done what he did.
I believe I'll be able to say, Joe Walker, hey, you know, if he could do it, I believe anybody could do it because he's overcome some serious obstacles.
And he dug down deep in it. I'm in the awe of it if you put everything together, the puzzle together, that shouldn't fit like that. It's like a supernatural thing that happened, and it happened for him, and I'm glad for it.